played in high school, played up to senior high at a school in Vancouver, and actually during that year, I refereed the junior games, the grade 10 games, and that went to towards getting our letter for our high school. So that's how I got started doing those games. Actually, I refereed soccer for 20 years and decided it was a little bit too cold outside and why not get inside. And one of my friends from high school is actually coaching at Maplebridge Secondary. And I happened to be in the gym at Abbey Secondary and watching the game and said, I think I'm going to move indoors and start refereeing basketball. After my second year, I actually did a high school provincial tournament and I did the gold medal game at that tournament. And so the officials around me said, you should really be thought about as a college official. And so the college officials in the Abbotsford area just brought me along. The universities used to be quite territorial. And of course, there was no universities out our way. So I didn't get a chance to referee at UBC or SIU until they decided to make some changes. And some people thought, you know what, it's not fair for the officials in Abbotsford not to do games at a higher level. And I was one of the first ones that got a chance to referee at UBC and then later SIU when they joined the CIAU. And then from there, it just developed into a university panel that took care of all of Canada West, and that gave us an opportunity to referee all across the Western provinces. Greatest career highlights. I've had some pretty interesting ones. I think doing the gold medal in some national tournaments have been some of those highlights. Doing playoff games here in the Fraser Valley at UFV and at Trinity, those have been some great highlights. I've had the opportunity in the late 80s, early 90s, some of the local high school games. You know, the Abbey MEI rivalries and some of those games where you have a packed gym and it's loud and the kids are really into the game. Those are some of the best memories I think I've had. I enjoy the challenge, like big games. You know, I think we feel the same way as players do. You know, we feel the adrenaline, we feel the butterflies in the stomach, and the challenge is really, I think, what pushes us on. I think you have to have broad shoulders. You have to be able to take some of the pressure, have some good judgment, have a good understanding of the game, and really, it's kind of an interesting. A lot of people ask me, you know, because they don't like refereeing, they don't like the way the crowd reacts or other people react, and I found that as a challenge. And the biggest challenge I think was to have people turn around from being annoyed with you to be happy with you, and to build relationships with coaches and players. Canada did not have a certification program for officials, so this the scope of this was to put together a certification program for officials all across the country. And so I chaired the committee, and then we got together with 2 or 3 meetings, and following that, I put the framework of it together. And for the last almost 10 years, I've been the one that everyone's come to ask about it and answer questions about it, and watch the further development of that program. I really enjoy the camaraderie with players, with coaches. Over the years, I've developed a lot of friendships with coaches, with players. And I did my last game here at UFV. A lady came up to me, and she said, "You refereed me 25 years ago at Trinity Western University, and I was out here now refereeing her daughter." So that was kind of a nice moment in my life. To be inducted in the Abbotsford Sports Hall of Fame in your hometown, the place where you've put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, it's a real honor, and it came as a real surprise. So I'm really quite overcome by this honor.